sis. I am up for suhoor. I've got some chia seed pudding here, and I've got some water with a little bit of lemon in it. I'm not really that hungry, but I know that I'm gonna need to get my protein and everything in. I'm gonna need to have something on my stomach for this fast. So if you've never made chia seed pudding, this is kind of what it looks like. Blop, blop, blop. It's chia seeds, and I put a little bit of yogurt in here. I like the Noosa yogurt, the yogurt by Noosa, and then it has some oat milk in it. So that's all that's in here is that, and then of course my water with a little bit of lemon in it. So I've been having lots of technical difficulties with my phone with recording for my Ramadan vlog, and I kind of like got rid of a lot of apps on my phone that I wasn't using or that I didn't need, and so hopefully this will actually make things go a lot better. I was having lots and lots of problems. So my Ramadan vlog for day 4, 5, and 6, I believe, are just probably, I'm just gonna like do some posts or something like that, maybe a short or something like that, and then start fresh for today. So hopefully this is gonna work. So I was in a Facebook group, and there was a question that was asked about, well, I'm not gonna say what it's about. There's always a question about makeup, making wudu and nail polish, and you know, those types of things. So it's, you know, those types of questions. What I noticed is that people, the sisters in there, they seem to not understand how to give feedback in a way that would actually allow for receptiveness. I know, you come for me all you want. Come for me all you want. I understand if that's the case, you feel like you need to do that, then do that. Please come for me all you want. I'm not going to change my opinion on this. If you want someone to receive what it is that you have to say, then you have to say it in a way that they're going to hear it. Not in a combative way, not in what your school of thought says, or what's right or wrong about this school of thought, or whatever your understandings and your knowledge is. You're just beating on someone, and that can be doing more harm than good. And no matter what you believe about telling people the right thing to do, as a Muslim, as it is required to do, you still have to do it in a way that is going to allow the person to hear you and to receive the information that you are saying, instead of pushing them further away. You have to really think about that. Are you doing more harm than good in your speech? Like, how are you coming to people? For me personally, I'm not talking about anybody else as a Muslim, I'm talking about myself. If you come to me and it's rude and nasty, it's gonna go in one ear right out the other. I'm not gonna receive it. And you can say, what do you have to say about that? You know, I'm not open or whatever it is. I'm just not going to. So I'm 51 years old. I'm not saying that I'm wise and that I know beyond all of what a 25-year-old would know or anything like that. That is not the case. Your age does not make you to have wisdom. In a lot of cases, it does allow you to have a different perspective, because you have had the opportunity to live and be in situations. So I will say, with that statement, when you are speaking to someone, you have to know who they are. You have to know how they are able to, what are the best ways for them to receive. Because what I believe is rude and obnoxious, somebody else may not think that. Maybe from their culture, maybe from the area that they're in or that they are from. Maybe that's just the way people speak to each other. You have to understand where you are and who you're speaking to. You have to understand the culture of that person. You have to understand their own unique perspectives, and like, ask some questions first. Ask some questions, gauge. It's almost like how you wouldn't speak to your auntie the same way you would speak to a 5-year-old. Like, that auntie deserves some respect. So does the 5-year-old, but you speak to them in different ways. So just please know who you're talking to. Know how to say things to people. This, especially for people you don't know, especially for people who are asking a question, who are genuinely wanting to know knowledge. Why would you come to them in such a rude way? You don't know them. Don't be so familiar with them in that way to assume that you can just talk to them the same way you talk to your best friend. You don't know them. Get to know them and see what their thoughts are, and even the fact that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has all of us in different situations, or we're in different spaces. We're not all on the same journey, and we're not all meant to be. We're not angels. We're not going to understand the same. We're not going to receive the same. We're not here to be robots. So keep that in mind, that not everyone's on the same journey as you. And that is so, so important when you go to speak to them about what it is that you believe. It really makes a difference in how you show up if you understand not everybody is on the same journey as you. Okay. That's what I've learned. That's what I was dealing with, and I hope that this has been beneficial for you. And I hope that you give it some thought. Whatever your comments are, I'm actually ready to receive them. But I'm just coming to you from a space of love and hopes and prayers that we look at each other from a different perspective. Have a wonderful day, and remember, it's not who you believe you are that holds you back. It's who you believe you're not. Life is happening now. Live free. Bye.